Welcome to Dove and Dragon Radio. I'm your host, M.L.Ruscsak. I'm here today with special guest, Dr. Cody. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you have this wonderful book out called You Healing You.
Yes, I do.
So how did you get into writing this book?
Well, I opened a wellness center. Actually, I'm a dentist, and I had retired from dentistry. So I guess it was short-lived. I opened a wellness center, and because I ran into Platelet Rich Plasma and what it does outside of the dental office. We have used Platelet Rich Plasma in dentistry for 30 years. So when you get a bone graft before an implant, we always put in Platelet Rich Plasma, but I didn't know what it was doing in there. So when one day I'm sitting at the hairdresser's and she cannot make a fist with her hand is killing her. She had tried steroids, of course they helped, but for what, 4 months? And so I suggested, let's inject in Platelet Rich Plasma. I don't know why it came out of my mouth, but we went to the dental office the next week and we tried it. And in 2 days, she could make a fist. So that's when I said, oh, I got to find out all about this. And basically the book is the last 2 years in the wellness center and all the different things we've treated with PRP.
Well, I was hearing a little bit about PRP because I took my daughter to a doctor's appointment. And there's a big old sign for it now. I'm like, what is this? You know, the first time I've ever heard of Platelet
Rich Plasma.
Yeah. I have a speech impediment. Certain words don't like me. But it's the first time I've ever seen a sign for it. And you start going through like, okay, what is it? What insurance covers it? You know, you start asking questions because you hear, oh, it treats this or it does this. And like, okay, how much is hype and how much is fat?
Right. Well, it's the plasma portion of your blood. So we take a small amount of blood and it's in a tube with anticoagulant. So then we spin it in a centrifuge and we pull off the plasma portion of the blood. And that's what we put back in. So the red blood cells we throw away. Okay. And in that plasma portion is all the healing that your body does. So when you skin your knee, the job of plasma and platelets is to come and stop the bleeding, form the clot, make the scab. It directs the whole show on making new skin and new collagen and new blood vessels. There's chemicals in there called growth factors. And for example, one of them attracts stem cells and then tells the stem cells what to become. Because a lot of people have heard of stem cells, but if you put stem cells in a petri dish, they don't become anything. You need the plasma to direct the show.
Right. You have to have, like, I'm science geek. So if you haven't, okay, so let's break this down to a nucleus in a cell. So you have to have the brain in the cell to tell the cell how to work. I'm going to break it down very, very simple, like elementary for the students.
Yes.
You have to have someone driving the car to tell you where to go. That's what plasma does.
Right. It's the director. And about probably 10 years ago, they knew about 5 or 6 growth factors. Now they've found 15. They've also found the serotonin system within the plasma, which serotonin is that feel-good hormone. And I think that's what helps to decrease the pain, because we use it too, and people will reduce pain of muscles. It heals ligaments and tendons. When you took your daughter to the doctor, what were they using it for?
I'm not sure what their practice was using it for. It was a disability checkup. So,
Okay.
you know, I'm not sure what the, it was a chiropractor that was advertising the P2P. So I'm not sure what they're using it for, but at the same time, it's just one of those things. It was my first time like, what is this? It's just in here. It's out of place for me.
Well, and a chiropractor would be great. Orthopedics medicine used to use it a lot. And then insurance decided they didn't want to pay for it. So they kind of quit using it. Although if you see professional sports and they get back on the field very quickly after an injury, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're using PRP.
I mean, and that's great if you can afford it. I mean, our insurance in the States here, and I know a lot of my audience is worldwide, so I'll keep it to the States. It sucks. We find something that works and the insurance go, oh no, you can't use this anymore.
Well, and so what we do here at CNC Wellness is I make it very affordable, and I don't take any insurance because I have a dental practice as well, and I, of course, take insurance over there. And I have a person who all she does is follow up on insurance claims. And so I have a nurse on staff and I have an MD, and that's it. And then I answer the phone because I have 20 employees next door. And I decided I don't want any more as long as I can help it.
Yeah, sometimes having too many employees gets to be a headache. Then again, if you don't have the right employees, it gets to be a headache. So it's.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I understand 100%. I'm like, can I have someone just answer my phone? Wait, no, we can't do that.
No, they say the right things.
Yeah, but it's, you deal with the insurance or you don't, but you know, some people do. And then you wait 90 to 120 days before they even say, yes, is approved, no, it's not approved.
Right.
So
right.
Not dealing with insurance and going around saying, oh, no, I just take cash and make it affordable is actually very good.
Well, yeah, it's very affordable, and we've seen it. Well, that's why I wrote the book, because I've seen it do so many awesome, miraculous things. I know you're like, what's hype and what's mythical and but I always tell people, you know, God made this, so it actually works.
And it's actually already in your system. All you're doing is taking a little bit out and rejuvenate it.
Yes, we just concentrate it in an area, right? That you need to be healed. And we do it for aesthetics too. We do what's called a vampire facial. And some people are freaked out by it, but I took a course from Dr. Runnels, and every time he said it, vampire facial, it got more press. So he decided, you know what, that's a good name.
Well,
and it is your blood.
Right. It's your blood. And if you think about it, you're doing a facial non-invasive. So you don't have the 6 to 8 week black and blue, whatever. So it works. I've seen pictures on your website that it does work.
It does. It does. Like my dental assistant, she had melasma, and those are dark areas on her face. And really nothing takes care of them. Nothing gets rid of them. She did chemical peel. She did all kinds of stuff. And it took 3 vampire facials, and her skin looks beautiful. Now, she takes very good care. She's sunscreen. She's very careful out in the sun, because they're going to have that skin type is going to have a tendency to come back. So, yeah, and we've treated diabetic ulcers and even Bell's palsy and rotator cuff injuries and hips and knees and plantar fasciitis and
lots of things.
Lots of things.
It's not just one little cosmetic thing. It's a lot of things. we see our football players, baseball players go out on an injury and come back within 3 to 4 weeks versus 8 to 12 on a regular person.
Right. And that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's there. We have it within our system. We need to get more people knowing about it, which is why we have the book out and we have Dr. Teresa here with us today. And we need people to understand what this is, because me being me, and I don't go to the doctors because every time I go to the doctor, something new is wrong. So,
I'm with you. I'm with you. It's exactly how I feel.
you can't give me good news if you go to the doctor. You automatically give me bad news. So I quit going because I don't like bad news.
There you go.
But at the same time, there's things that we need to be aware of so we can talk to our doctor and get things actually fixed.
Right, right. Well, and that's why I wrote the book, You Healing You, because it is, we take a little bit of you and put it back in. The worst that can happen is really nothing improves. And we really haven't seen very much of that, just a couple of cases. And, you know, people ask us to do things when they probably need surgery, but they're trying to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, putting on a little platelet rich plasma in is not going to hurt anything. And
right,
so
it's not
worth a try.
It's your own blood.
Right.
It's, you know, it's not thing chemical. It's all you. And we're promoting your body to promote healing itself. It's
right.
not HGH synthesized or anything like that. It's all you.
It's all you
into whatever you're trying to heal.
Right. And we make we have a dry eye protocol. You can use it as an eye drop. It's just fabulous.
I'm trying to find what you don't heal, but at the same time, if you think about it, the body, your blood, your plasma is everywhere in your body.
All everywhere.
So theoretically, it can be used everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Because it's already there. You're just making it go, hey, I need you to target this.
Right, right. That's exactly what we're doing. We're targeting areas. The good news is it doesn't even have to be that precise. We get it near an injury, it helps heal it up. It just goes where it needs to go. It knows its job. It is perfect at its job. So that's what it does. It jumps into motion.
Right. We take this back to a scab. You have a scab. You have the platelets going to it. But at the same time, if something's near that scab, well, it's going to heal too. So it's not, you know, we're taking this down to an elementary level. So, but this is how your body works. If you have an injury and you have an injury close to it, it's going to heal it.
Right. And the reason it really helps with ligaments and tendons is they do not have a lot of blood flow. So putting the blood closer to the injury really speeds it up. You know where they use this a lot? Well, it's the first line of treatment is in horse medicine. Yes, I'm over talking to the neighbor. She has 3 horses. And I was telling her I'm opening CNC Wellness and we're going to use platelet rich plasma. She goes, oh, I know all about it. I said, you do? She goes, oh, that's the first thing they want to do when the horses injure themselves. So
I'd have to ask my cousin on that.
So she said, oh, last 15 years, that's what they want to do. And it's a good idea because horses have very long ligaments and tendons, very long.
Yes.
Yeah. And if they don't heal, you know, you got to put them down. So
yeah, if you look at the horses, and I know a lot of horse people, they were in my family. Horses become family. So doing a treatment that can prolong or heal an injury is a lot better than putting the family member down.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my, yes.
So,
And then
so just talking to you, making sense in my brain, that's probably what my cousin uses for her horses. So,
but now she can know she can use it for her too.
I have to make that connection for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so many things, and you can use this for animals, horses, people. It's all a part of our own system.
That's right.
Yeah, we're not doing anything with nanotech or, you know, science fiction stuff. It's all just making your body do what it's supposed to do naturally.
That's exactly it. And what my nurse and I have seen is that it works every time we try it. It heals up. Once I didn't have anything wrong with my knees, but you know, they're a little tweaky. I do yoga, and, you know, knees are knees. So I had my nurse inject some of my PRP in my knee, my left knee. And about 3 weeks later, I realized, oh, my knee doesn't hurt. But then my right knee was hurting.
It's not funny though.
So then I had her do that one, and now neither one hurt. But you know, when you have pain, you only feel the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get rid of that, you feel the next one.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, you have your everyday pains, and then that you learn to tolerate. And then when you get one that's more than your normal, then you're, oh, I really don't feel good because A, B, C hurts. And then you get rid of it, and then something else hurts.
Right.
It's an ever-ending process.
Well, we just put PRP in it.
Yeah, why not? Make your body heal itself, and then you don't feel the pain, and you can feel what the next one is.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you can heal that one.
That's right. And you'll make more.
Yeah. It's not, you know, we have our boo-boos and our ouchies that we have to take care of, and then we have our internal things that have to be taken care of. But we're promoting getting your body to do what it does naturally.
That's right.
And you don't hear very many doctors or anyone's promoting your own body healing itself. What's the natural line of defense? Here's a pill, take it, call me in the morning.
That's right. And that's why I wrote You Healing You, because you can heal up lots and lots of stuff.
Yes.
And you need to know about it and then find somebody who does it.
Now, where can our readers find your book and find you?
It is on Amazon, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And you can order it there. And it is You Healing You by Dr. Cody. And I have a website, CNC Wellness, that it's like the letter C, the word AND, the letter C, and then wellness.com. And there's a bunch of information on there, and I blog about what
before and after pictures. I mean, I've been going through your site before you came on today just to see, you know, some of what this does. And I see the before and after pictures.
Right. I mean, mainly we do, well, no, we're probably half aesthetic and half injuries right now.
Oh, that's a good mix though.
Yeah, it's a good mix.
I mean, you can't take pictures of before and after of the internal injuries.
No.
But you can take the pictures of the before and after of the aesthetic ones.
Yes, yes.
So just so you keep in mind, yeah, we're only seeing the aesthetic because we can't take a picture of an internal injury without MRIs and CTs and contrast eyes and whatever else.
Right, right. And it does a wonderful job of it gives you this glow on your skin that you don't realize you've lost as you age. And I mean, you look refreshed, and the skin gets better, and the pore size gets smaller, and fine lines disappear.
It's the fountain of youth.
It is. It's fantastic.
But it's all natural. We love all natural fountains of youth. I mean, it's like, yeah, it needs to be more out there. Because
that's why I wrote the book, so I could talk about it.
Right.
So I could tell you about it.
Exactly. Now, if we can get other wellness clinics to open up globally or throughout the US that do your business plan of keeping it affordable, we'll be in business.
Yeah. That's right.
So, and that said, you're down in Texas.
I am. I'm in Sugar Land, but that's really a suburb of Houston. It's Houston, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that we said that because we don't want someone up in New York going, where can we find this clinic? Because we don't have one up here. Well, you have to go down to Texas right now or find a local that does the Platelet Rich Plasma.
Right. Right.
So,
and there are people around the U.S.
Yeah. You just have to look and know what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And a chiropractor is actually a very good person to be using it. I really have been trying to collaborate with some physical therapists because I really think that would it would be a synergistic mix.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Either chiropractor or a physical therapist using this would actually work really well together. It's good cross promotion from what I'm seeing, and I don't have a doctor's in medicine, but from what I'm seeing as a viewpoint, it would marry very well.
Yes, I think so. I haven't found anybody yet, but the chiropractor that I talked to, he does stem cells, so he's not interested. But it's okay.
Yeah,
it's all good.
We have our chiropractors that like what they like.
That's right.
Yeah, we're not going to see a doctor go, oh, I don't like this, so I'm going to try this. It's going to be, I'm using what I'm comfortable using.
Right.
And then you have to change their mindset to either add or change over.
Right. Right.
So it's all in trying something new. I mean, 30 years ago, we didn't know about, this. Before that, we didn't know about stem cells. We didn't know. So it's always evolving.
Right. We're always learning new things.
Yeah. So it's there. It's coming. It's just very slow rollout because people don't like trying new things until someone else they know has done it.
That's right.
And that's why we do a radio show that we say, hey, it's out there. You need to try it at least once.
Right. Right. Yep.
So we're on the subject of books. Are you planning to write any more books?
I don't know. It felt like I was writing this tome, and it turns out about 100 pages. It was actually harder than I thought it was going to be. But I tackled things that I'm not sure about. And so I heard this guy, and it's the reason I wrote the book. He's written a lot of books, and they said I can't even remember who the author was, but they were asking him, how are you so prolific? And he said, well, I write 200 crappy words a day. And I said, well, I can write 200 crappy words a day.
Right.
And that's how I got started. So I just started and I didn't edit. I just wrote and didn't edit until it was time to edit. And, that's not an easy thing to do. Your brain is very critical as you're writing. And you have to just let it go.
Yes.
Or you never get there. But it took a while. It surprised me.
Yeah, writing a nonfiction versus fiction is entirely different things. I write both.
Right.
And going to a fictional book, I can just write and put my thoughts on paper and not worry about it. Writing something non-fictional for a magazine, then it has to be very analytical, and you want to edit as you're writing.
Yes.
And you can't do that.
No. And I tried to make it a story of my nurse and I, really, and what our discoveries were, because it was a journey of discovery.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it still was, it's very interesting that you have to really fight your brain.
We do this in everything we do.
Yes.
You fight your brain when you're learning anything new.
Okay.
And when you're writing, you're fighting it twice as hard.
I know it. So I don't know that I'm going to write another book, but never say never, because then you're going to have to.
Exactly. You tell yourself, no, I'm not going to do it. So this is how I got started writing. I wrote one book. I said, I'm going to write one book. I'm on book 17 now.
See?
I said I was writing one book. Yeah, it's not one book. You cannot say never, because once you say the word never, you end up doing it anyways.
I know. That's why I'm not saying never. I might or I might not. I don't know. If I think that it's worth people finding out about, I might do it again.
Or you can always submit an article into a magazine.
Yes.
And write like 300 words instead of a 150-page book.
Right. Right. No, yeah, that's better. 300 to 500 words is better.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. It takes a lot less time, and then you are just as critical going over it. But editing 300 words is a lot easier than editing 80,000.
Right. Oh, no. So much better.
But it was wonderful having you on the show today.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
It was very fun learning about Platelet Rich Plasma and you healing you.
Thank you, Melissa. Really appreciate it.
And for all of our readers and our viewers, happy reading.